My name is Nicole Bruno, and this is task number 5, perform a dermatophyte culture, or ringworm. So this is my patient here, Shannon. So I have all my supplies. I have my alcohol swab to clean the area. I have my dry gauze to dry the area. I know you're a good girl. I have my hemostats here to use. And I have my DTM or dermatophyte test medium. So this test medium is a yellowish amber color. So I'm going to place my sample directly in there. So again, this is Shannon. So she has some spots on her of alopecia. She has some flaky skin. So there's a spot here that I'm going to take my culture from. It's hard to see on the video. Again, you always want to wear gloves in the lab coat in case she does have ringworm. It could potentially be transferred to you. So first I'm going to just clean the area with my alcohol swab. Good girl, Shannon. And then I'm just going to dry it. Okay. Yeah, she has some flakes here. So I'm going to take my hemostats and I'm going to obtain my sample. Good girl. Good girl. So here's my sample right here. There's some crust on the end, which I know are hard to see. The sample is longer than 0.3 centimeters. So what I'm now going to do is insert it into my dermatophyte test medium. So I'm going to open up the lid, and you want to not touch anything around, and you want to make sure it's sterile and clean. I'm going to place it into the medium, and you don't want to place it all the way in. You just want it to just about go into the medium. So I'm going to now close it. And you don't want to screw it on tightly, you want it loose because you do want air to go into the test medium, which helps with incubation. I know, good girl. So now I'm going to talk more about the test medium. So I have my dermatophyte test medium here. This medium has been sitting for 10 days. So depending on the DTM or dermatophyte test medium, it can take 2 to 30 days. Sometimes it could take even longer to show a color change. As you can see, I do have a slight color change. It is definitely darker than 10 days ago. It appears to be changing into a dark orangey red color. So this is indicating to me that there is some type of fungus growing. Or ringworm fungus. So the results, like I said, the results may vary. So I could actually have this sit for even longer, but based on this result, this patient will start to get treated for ringworm. So, of course, with the dermatophyte test medium, you do want it to sit at room temperature. Anywhere from 70 to 85 degrees is ideal. Again, depends on the test medium. You don't want it to be freezing and you don't want it to be too hot because that can affect the results of the test medium. So, I just have some pictures here. So, I know it may be a little hard to see, but this is an example of a dog with ringworm or dermatophyte. You could see that it is flaky and it is a bald alopecia looking appearance. And again, the patient that I did my DTM on did have various spots of alopecia or bald areas. So this is what ringworm would look like under a microscope. It's a very distinct look. They do have these rings. And they do look like worms, so hence the name, of course. But again, they are a very distinctive look. So now that I have my results, I am definitely going to record this in the patient's chart. So here is my patient's record here. There is just an area on the back. So I'm just going to write DTM positive, and then I'm just going to write 10 days. And then I'm just going to make a note about the color change. So I'm just going to write initial yellow amber to orange red. Okay. So we are all done with our dermatophyte test medium.